What's up, Tricology family? Welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. And today we have some breaking news for you guys today. So to not waste time, let's get on to it. So we've been hearing all the rumors that Black Widow might be delaying their film from their November release date slot to next year 2020. Well, that has officially made official. Black Widow was set to debut on November 6th, a day that started to look increasingly like other movie theaters are close to remain closed. Variety previously reported that the studio was eyeing a new time to reveal the film on the big screen after a disappointing performance of Christopher Nolan's Tenet in the U.S. and the delay of Wonder Woman's 1984. Black Widow will now open on May 7, 2021. Now, with that move, we got to look at what other films are still in play as far as what movie's going to be coming out in 2021. So, we have here, starting with November, we have 007's No Time to Die and Disney Pixar's Soul, was to come out on November 20th. So, and on November 25th, we have Universal's DreamWorks animated The Chronicles New Age. Then in the December slot, now we have 20th Century Studios Free Guy, Eddie Murphy's Coming to America sequel, Coming to America 2, on December 18th. Dune on December 18th. Death on the Nail was previously supposed to open in October, but it got moved to December 18th as well. And then Wonder Woman 1984 on Christmas Day. And then Sony Pictures animated film Connected will open October 23rd. Again, these are the big movies that are going to be coming out in 2020. There's other smaller films that are still set to sell this year, but at the tennis unproven at the box office, studio automatically grew worried about releasing a large scale of production. So, with that, all of them already shuffle a bit around. It's possible that No Time to Die will hold its November date slot, as the film is likely to see has a big overseas audience, and MGM might be counting on that to help with the box office. Meanwhile, Disney announced its release date shovels today, but keeps Soul in its place. Why? Well, there's been a rumble that Soul might go directly to Disney Plus, just like Mulan did. That's starting to seem more and more likely. Coming to America 2 has absolutely zero marketing so far. There's been a rumor that the movie might end up being sold to Netflix. If so, that's another big release bit in the dust. And what about Dune and Wonder Woman 1984? They're supposed to schedule late that year, what makes a push into 2021 more possible. The same goes for Death on Nail. And then going with that, since Black Widow got moved to 2021, let's talk about what the MCU schedule will look like, since this will be the first year that we will have no Marvel movies since 2009. And here we go with the schedule here. Like I mentioned before, Black Widow will be opening on May 6th, 2021. And as far as the rest of the date it goes, we have Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings will now open on July 9th, 2021. The Eternals on November 5th, 2021. The new Spider-Man 3 coming out on December 17th, 2021. And then Thor Love and Thunder on February 11th, 2022. And then Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness on March 25th, 2021. So that is the release date of the upcoming MCU movies. And let me know in the comment section what you think about that move, but also what will be the fate for the remaining 2021 movies. So let's talk about how the movie theaters will survive with all these delays. When the pandemic started, playing in hell all the release, but there's been a good solution towards that: the drive-ins. And I just start talking about the existing drive-ins. I'm talking about the no-brainers of like trying to transform the theaters into their own parking lot and make it shift into drive-in theaters to try to show new movies that way. Some theaters tried it, but only older films. And while some new films find their way into the drive-ins, studio remains wary of them. There was even a story going around that Warner Brothers didn't want to show Tenet in their drive-in theaters in the market, while indoor theaters remain closed, which kind of sounds foolish. On the flip side, there's an argument making shift saying that drive-in theaters parking lot will have room for multiple screens. Therefore, there will be limited show times, will turn to hurt box office into that saying something better, but the studio may not agree. So, the only big release that they could do is just like to just keep going with the with the streaming and preview over these because some have success and some don't have success. But in another option for studios and theaters to strike up a plan for virtual screenings is that you could buy a ticket for the movie at a V Theaters website, watch the film digitally at the same site. It seems like the best option for at the moment, but studios are still skeptical about it. So, how do the theaters will survive into 2021? Well, that's a big question. Here's the vice president of National Association of Theater Owners had to say. We need big movies. We hope that Disney will hold on, but the studio has made their decision based on the spending markets and their marketing plan. If any of the current theaters will be open, there is to a delay. We are grateful that the movie are not to Disney Plus. There's a kind of important statement, but until we get some sort of certainty, we may see theaters close back down again, which will be really tough. I don't have new movies coming in to keep the lights on, keep paying people. You lose money being closed, but you might end up losing money more if you can't get the audience to open. So I don't see why there's a point to like keep the movie theaters open and you don't have no movies by the time being until that one's a Sony Picture and movie where it comes out in October, and he's just gonna keep playing Tenet on the one, which I understand. Warner Brothers the perspective of like they're trying to get more money into Tenet, and that's why in the earlier episodes that Wonder Woman got 1984 got moved to December. I can understand that for a point perspective, but in another certain way, when you have movie theater markets, New York, L.A., and San Francisco are gonna open, it's going to be really tough to see how it's going to be. But again, how much longer the theaters can hold? Because some theaters have line of credit and we can tap into going until they have new movies. Some may close that they may permanent for some, which means they can either get bought by someone else or stay closed. We don't really know if it be such an individual company issue, but there's been a lot of distress and a lot of worries, and there were some variables right now. And it's hard to say what's the worst and the best considered scenario is. But the waiting is not good for studios or theaters. At a certain point, we need those movies. But yeah, that's my discussion for you guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it, those topics I did discuss. And don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.